check in. What up, EWZN? What up, Tree City West? What's up? What up, Og in the house? My guy, Bud Green, a.k.a. Zenzel Washington. In this motherfucker. What up, ADZ? Oh, my God. Sponsored by Puffco. In case you didn't know. Sponsored by Puffco. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. And, the WNBA went off yesterday. Hey, man, shit's crazy out here. We growing. We glowing. New things are coming. That whole WNBA draft yesterday was like letting me know. It was a signal. It's like, yo, this is going to be bigger than the NBA. Who the hell want to watch men play basketball anymore? That shit's boring. Shit is boring. Shit is, they on fire over there. Like, hold on. Like the WNBA draft this year was fucking my head up. But I think the most crazy thing I saw from yesterday, damn, I should have saved it. I don't think I bookmarked it. Let me see if I bookmarked it. But there was this one guy who was talking about their salaries. I don't think I liked it though. But long story short, a lot of the WNBA players, yo, they got like the worst salaries. Like, their salary game is garbage over there. And it kind of just is I ain't going to be able to find it. But it's just like a way for us to know that we are still very early for a lot of different things. Like, stars are being made right now. And they only getting $300,000 in 4 years. Making $76,000 a year. In the next big thing. You know? So, and then you see here, too. Today is Tuesday, again, April 16th, 2024. The special thing about April and May is it's the middle of the year, for real. Because most people get to the middle of the year in June, because it says middle of the year. But business moves before consumer. So the businesses are moving right now. Everything is in full effect. There's not one thing that's happening right now that's not in full effect, whether it's Bitcoin or fucking United Healthcare Group, whatever. What's up, y'all? Down to like, look at this. Trump's media shares fall 10%. Company says Truth Social launches TV streaming. Wow. That's funny. See, look at negative percentage in value. And they giving kind of good news. Like, they're going to do TV streaming, which means they're going to have a lot of ad revenue. And, you know, again, Trump is good at building communities. AMD rolls out the latest chip for AI PCs as a competition with NVIDIA, and Intel heats up. Yeah, this is also kind of special news right now happening too. AMD is really trying to get into the GPU world. The thing is that NVIDIA has, like in XenBlocks, like we're using CUDA, which is like NVIDIA's programmable software for the GPU itself, so you can make the GPU do fun things like robotic shit. Right? And people like AMDs because they're affordable, but that affordability might not necessarily be the industry standard. And that's kind of why, again, I am very pro NVIDIA right now, because I can see it in the GPU world. That CUDA thing is a factor. That's going to build robots. Like, we're going to be building robots at the crib in a couple years, bro. Like, you're going to buy a robot. It's going to come in. You're going to build that bitch like it's IKEA. And then you're going to have your Rosie the robot in your room. Like, and it's going to run on a GPU. Maybe it's like a $700 robot, so it got an AMD inside of it or some shit. That's what that would be. Be like, yo, what kind of GPU you got in your robot, bro? You're like, AMD. Oh, man. Broke boy syndrome will be branded very differently in a couple years. That's why this is pretty funny. Look at this. Look at this one. Let's do some tabloid shit. It's Tuesday. It's the middle of the year. Everybody got their guns out. It's a standoff. Look at this shit. Pullback is just a healthy consolidation used to buy AI plays, says BlackRock's Kate Moore. Hey, she got Moore at the last part of her name. She might be a real Moore. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know. But yeah, you see AI plays. AI is meta for noobs. They see AI, they think they know what the fuck they're talking about. I know about AI. Yo, like, so it's kind of funny because AI is just, the core is Transformers. It's Transformer technology. And Transformer technology is actually getting an upgrade. I think they're getting ready to do Transformers 2. Not the movie, the actual tech. So the concepts here are getting far away. And I was saying this at the beginning of the year or at the middle of the year last year. I expect people to fade AI on the technology level the same way they did cryptocurrencies. And I will not be surprised for a lot of people to catch on 10 years later. Like, it's like keep your eye on the AI market because there is a moon race over there. And again, it's not a race based on ideas. It's based on hardware, similar to crypto. Right now, crypto is not based on ideas. It's based on hardware. We're still in the layer 1 race. All right. We're not in no token race. We are in a layer 1 race. And if your layer 1 cannot compete with planet Earth and Mother AGI, that shit is gassed. It's done. It's a tabloid. It's hot air. It's AMD. It's AMD. AMD. We'll see what they do though. See, I expect companies like AMD to get like partnerships with like Ford. And like that's what we hear in the future. If you want to start accumulating like the hardware side of artificial intelligence, like that's where I think their role is going to be played. Like partnerships and helping expand, compute and transformer technology. Because I'm sure if they have their own software similar to CUDA, we can reprogram it, we can make things with it, and we can bring value to AMD. That's kind of how my assumption is of why NVIDIA is killing it right now. Like NVIDIA is it. Like that's all you need, right? If you're doing regular stocks. All you need is NVIDIA. I can't even spell that shit. NVIDIA. Vidia. Correct my spelling, bruh. Hey, Xeniums and Xenobots. Yeah, that's a mouthful. What's up, CK? XEN all day, bro. That's the only way to go. Wasting 3 hours to set up my XenBlock miner. Didn't work. What happened to Yoshlan? Did you not watch what I did? We'll set one up real quick. I bet something happened in the vast. Xbox has been built on AMD for years. Oh, for real, Tekken? Man, that's why nobody uses Xbox. It's like, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I got a PlayStation. I'm PlayStation forever. So you can see where the friction is. You can see where the friction is. It's PS Network for life, my G. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's why AMD swags. Swags. But also, in China, NVIDIA is like the focal point. Everyone in China is on NVIDIA because it's, I don't know, maybe this is their way of keeping track of what they want to do. Oh, you can't see this shit. Whatever, man. Fuck NVIDIA. I don't care about the major stocks. That ain't my vibe. I'm just doing some compare and contrast right now. Because is Bitcoin really about to take another dump right now? You know, is it getting ready to go low? Is it going to drop it low on the market? We are extremely, underwater, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. I'm in crypto for blockchain technology. The noise, the distractions of the media doing this, regular thing. Hey, or it's gone now, but it said originally you're supposed to sell, right? And what's kind of goofy about that thesis is that in cryptocurrency, these things are actually being used. Like we use cryptos, right? And then the better the narrative, the more we're going to use it. Right? There's tons of people in crypto now, especially in Bitcoin. Tons of people. They're doing their thing. But what I do think is they're really smart, and they're going to make Wall Street oversell. It's going to be beautiful. So how low do we go is really based on the market conditions. So I think it's unpredictable. If I had to predict, though, just on like picking a number out of the sky, I would say let's rock at like close to 50,000. Or because originally I thought that we would just be here 50,000 March 2024 14. As March 14th is when I thought we would be there, but I actually predicted the top of Bitcoin. So I was thinking, yo, and this is facts. So I have it even all the way down to like, I can zoom in and it'll show that this is on the day. So I made sure, I was like, I don't know why, but March 14th just feels like the best day for Bitcoin to do something fun. And back in August, I had just, here we go. Yeah, March 14th, I was saying I want Bitcoin to be 50K right in this range. The 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Having to be just like the top. And that was just me being an enthusiast, right? I'm a crypto enthusiast. My name is Crypto Bruh. I make beats. So the beat in the background that you hear in the beginning of the stream, I make beats and DJ and shit in the city. And I've been in crypto since like 2017 as a user. I've understood Bitcoin since 2013, but I never knew how to use it until I was more seasoned, which would be like 2017. 16 and yeah, now we're in Zen world. But to look at Bitcoin as a classic, it has a lot of patterns, and what we're understanding now in Zen is patterns are okay, but you really want synchronization. The more synchronization you get, the higher the performance of, like, let's say that free spirit first principle, we're going to the moon 10,000x, it's fucking time, right? I thought we would get that in March and be much lower and then marching up, right? Instead, we blew through that because the whole market came in. Beyond the believers, beyond the people who just fuck with Bitcoin. Whole market rushed in and, yeah, they took over. So what we're seeing is them sell off. And I would love for them to continue because it means less dollar value for Satoshi. So then if you're really into ordinals, this would be your opportunity to actually scoop up some Satoshis versus your dollars. So like if you have some dollars on the sideline and or if you have some if there's some other cryptos around that you can throw at Bitcoin, like this is what we're getting ready to see. We're getting ready to see what happens when the market decides what the bottom is. We haven't had that in Bitcoin in a long time. So yeah, again, as a believer, knowing that I called the top without even trying to call the top, you can because this March prediction, Diochland was actually there, in when we were doing the members only streams, and we were just talking and predicting, and me and him were just like, "Yo, let's see what might happen in March," and I was like, "50K in fucking March, man." I was like, "Why wouldn't it? All this pressure, all this random shit." I was like, yeah, 50K in March. And it just exploded through it. Yeah, that notion came from way back here. Or not way back here. I guess we're on the daily right now. But yeah, right here in August. September, August was a critical moment. So you could say like all these people right here would sell Bitcoin. And they would just tank it, right? Like that's the narrative all the time. Oh my God. That's like the narrative in every other crypto. It's like, yo, oh my God, it's gonna go all the way down, like they're gonna sell for a profit. Brr. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case anymore. All right, there's a lot of smart motherfuckers in cryptocurrency, and the last thing that they're trying to do is lose position. Now, being a Zenian and also being a Zen blocker, I can speak from experience about, you know, disinflationary vibes, right? Zen, it goes down every single day. Bitcoin only has a halvening every 4 years. So right now it's in a halvening narrative of sell pressure because there are a lot of doofus ass motherfuckers who don't understand blockchain and they don't know that the halvening is a good thing. They actually think the halving means that Satoshi gonna show up and dump all his coins back to fucking $28,000 levels right now. They are beyond scared. I see it. I go and sometimes I'll peek in on some of those weird ass Bitcoin talks, and even down to the people who are like the Fred Krugers, right? Like the people who got they click now, and they got the bullish click. They got the bullish Bitcoin traders that want the dip, right? And I'm watching them. I'm seeing them massage this dip, and yeah, I would love to see a rug pull. It's kind of crazy because like the whole war thing is happening, but money, it speaks louder than war right now. It's like usually war pumps money, but in today's world, money is like people are still trying to figure their money out right now. Like they're like, yo, what is my money doing? You know? So even down to Ethereum's gas, we saw record lows yesterday. Record lows. Let's pull up this right here. Brev. Go to Vastway. I don't know. ETH address. Here, I'll show you. So if you want to go on Vast, we'll show the ocean real fast. So you go to Vast, right? It's gonna show this, and then you go to console. The console is gonna bring up this page, but what you then have to do is go to templates. When you go to templates, you just type in Xen, and then you'll see the universal Xen block miner pop up here. What you then want to do is hit edit. When you hit edit, it's going to open up the template editor, and then right here where it says Docker options, you need to change this 0x account to your own Ethereum account. Right? And then once you do that, you just hit save, and then you go and play the game, boy. You just start getting whatever you want to get. Just click like this, click allow. It should pop up in your instances as such. Give it a second to cook. Yeah, mining XENblocks is so simple now. The gentleman that invented this one, the 2-click hop, I should say, he's gonna try to make a web UI to make it even more immersed. And then today somebody actually came into XENblocks and some random person cleaned up the code. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn. And then like here, I'll show you that too. That's real. While this loads, I think it loaded up. So this is running. Let's see. But yeah, some guy named His hands. His hands. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm chanting. Oh man, where's oh, it's right here. Yeah, look at this weirdo shit happening in this chat here. Yeah, there's booty cheeks. Nah, but yeah, like this morning, this guy he's like, hey guys, I have added test mod features for adjustable difficulty for the XENblock miner. What I have mentioned several days ago, here's a pull request. He's like, yo, if you wish, Woody, you could merge this to your main branch. I have added some cleanups too, especially to the CMake presets using. So long story short, somebody just like came in and was like, yo, I'm gonna do some shit too. But they realized that they couldn't do what they wanted to do because it didn't have the parameters for their idea. So dude came, dropped some shit in, and everybody, I guess they proofread it. They went through it. And then this is what Woody had to say. He said, additionally, the code is messy. I haven't organized it well according to collaborative standards. It's hard to mention. You've read through it, right? And then Woody, eventually somewhere down here, I can't find it, whatever. He was just saying like, he wanted to just make the Xen GPU miner so that people could basically brute force those XENblocks as fast as they wanted to. Or, you know, like, because if you have a CPU, that's okay. But like when you add the GPU power, you really are, you know, pumping some autonomous hashes into the system so that you can possibly mine faster. So introducing that C build, right, it was built in C. So we went from XENblocks just being a script in Python to then being an application that can be put on top of a GPU that uses the Python script to hash the Argon network inside the GPU. So that's kind of like what the whole shebang is happening on some technical shit. But yeah, he made it, I guess, kind of messy. And now people are trying to collaborate on the core code so they can bring more parameter sets to like the idea of like what the fuck we're doing. And the reason why that guy wanted to do it was because he wants to make a Telegram bot. So he can't make a bot without certain things. And now he's down to help so he can make a bot. And then it made me think, I was like, yo, hold on, this is kind of tight. Like, what if we did make it so we could get it to a Telegram bot? Like, what? I know he just wants you to be a stat bot, but I'm like, what if you could really just like do it with Telegram? Like, what if like if there was like a Telegram chat that mines XENblocks? Like, that'd be insane. Like, talk about like two customer and vibes, like straight through to the, like from the Telegram. Just go open up your Telegram, put some credit, and it just mines XENblocks all day for you. Yeah, I don't know why this one isn't working. You know, I like me some XENblocks, brev. I don't know why I've been saying brev so much. What in the London, UK? I gotta stop myself. Hold on, let's see if I could just click another one if another one works. Give me another one. Give me another one. I'll waste my money for the team. For the team. Let's see what happens here. What up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? What up, Goonin? What's up, Lita? Oh, yeah, y'all talking some Germans. I'll take the village, bruh. It takes a village. Yeah, it really does take a village, though. And that's the problem with a lot of people in crypto right now. They don't understand how it actually works. Like, it takes so much to build Bitcoin. Like, to get Bitcoin to $60,000, oh my God. Like, yo, dude, they're not even done yet. Your job isn't even over. So that's like the thing about like XNM. Like, I think about XNM, I think, or in a fair launch in general, the long is so ridiculous. You're going long, like you're going forever. As they say, and when you join a gang, the only way out is in a box. That's crypto at this point. Like, when you get in to the shits, like you're pushing for the world to be a better place at that point, depending on what you choose. And that's why it's important to understand how blockchain works, so you're not possibly rooting for the wrong side of history. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always want to you want to try to be your best to be on the right side of history as much as you can. You know what I mean? But if you know, sometimes shit, you know, flip flops and whip wop, you know, the world updates and you got to update your worldview. And that's kind of like why, again, I like crypto. Crypto as an industry does feel like a world upgrade. Like, the whole planet finna upgrade. Like, it's not just going to be us. When this does touch the masses and it's more integrated into daily experience, users of the crypto experience will have more energy to do more world things, be more alive and shit. Like, they won't have to worry about working XYZ because they're going to have a token that's going to yield, you know, internet money, you know, and the beginning users will reek the most. That's why, again, the 15-year Bitcoiners are not done at $60,000. Are you kidding me? This is just the beginning. And this is the quinceañera. What the fuck? This is the beginning. You're tripping. What up, Tree City West? What up, Rolando? The instances have been janky. Yeah, that one was janky. So you see what I mean? Like, this one was janky. Janks. The other one worked fine. So you got to also see that too. Like, what I would say, the symptoms of a janky instances is going to be something that once you click it to open up, you see here, remember we click the IP address, and then we go ahead and go to the IP open port in our URL bar. That takes us to the site so we can see the UI. But like if you're just seeing it's spin, it's gray, or it's white because you're not in dark mode, and it doesn't show this, right? You want to see this. This lets you know, hey, I'm getting some hash rate, I'm mining some blocks. But when you see this, you ain't getting nothing. So you want to make sure you just cancel that one out. That's going to be this particular one I have right here. You can also do report the machine, because then what that will do is that will put a wrench on it. But I like the wrenches, so I remind myself, hey, this one had a problem, right? So I have one above that had a problem, but it started running again. So you know what I mean? It's like hit or miss how it's going to work, how it's going to play out for you. And there's a really cool too by our guy Tree City West. I've been using this one. Let's look at it. So this is the XENblocks assistant bot. And what you can do is you connect your Vast AI API. And once you do that, you can actually merge the SMIT miner with basically like an analytic program. So when I hit one, this script is going to compile the data from my SMIT scripts on Vast and give me a rundown of my performance, right? So I press 1, this pops up. It shows all of the instances I'm running with the SMIT contractor or the SMIT Docker file. So there is one that's gray, this one here. This one I'm running before I learned how to really do all this shit. Before I sat down and took the time to like learn how to do it. So now that I comprehend it, I'm having a little bit more fun with it. So I'm diving in. But yeah, this is cool because it also gives you a count how much money you're spending per hour on the instance. And then it also shows you your hash rate per dollar. And then how much hash rate you have in general. So right now I have 36,000 hash speed for $3.32, right? And then over time, hey, this got the special number right now, that 555, that's branded. That's my XEN. So you see here, it shows this breakdown of my XEN, my Zunis, and then if I have any super blocks. So far I haven't got any super blocks. But yeah, it's really cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, XENblocks is evolving because people want this kind of first principle environment, right? Someone just came in and thought of a new idea, noticed the code didn't have it, noticed it was an easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know, concept for themselves. They went ahead, changed some shit up, and now we're actually progressing towards like, wow, how many more people will jump into the mix and, you know, come update the code and help progress XEN further and further, because it's going to secure X1 chain, and X1 chain isn't hard, you know. That's not the hardest thing. The hardest part about X1 chain is keeping the block speeds up. So that's where you have your blockchain dilemma or trilemma, where how do you have cheap fees, but you have a decentralized network. You know, I think we got it figured out with the AI. And again, that's why this conversation started with this whole AI thing. I do think artificial intelligence is designed so we don't need a fucking human being to be there. Human beings are like the worst problem solvers. We suck at that shit. If we were really good at it, we'd be on the moon every fucking day. That shit wouldn't just be Dune. You wouldn't just be so fascinated by sci-fi if this shit was every day, bro. Right? And I feel like the reason why humans can't advance is because we hold ourselves back because we think we better than we are, which we aren't. Right? So the AI is going to be the most efficient way to handle the scaling of nodes so compute can compute. And the people can go out and chill, and, you know, the people innovate how we make it bigger, right? How we take it to the next level. right? That's what the humans are supposed to do. We're supposed to take the tech and take it to the next level, not act like we know what the fuck we talking about when y'all talking about, man. There's a hash miner 555 and a hash 14. What do you mean by that? Oh, well, make sure it looks like this. Oopsies. Go back. When you're in the template area, just type in Xen. It should be only one that pops up. If not, here I'll airdrop it, or not airdrop it, but maybe not. Maybe it's just because I have recent here. Maybe that's why it pops up for me. You might have a point. So what you might need to do is use this link. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna update my miner video, and I'll do it with the two that I've shown the last 2 days. Because yeah, we're mining a lot quicker now. We're like mining in 2 clicks, which I knew it would get to, but I thought it was gonna be on a website. And this is, again, the best part about being a Xenian is you get to be at the forefront of technology, and it allows you to shapeshift while basically the matrix is moving. Like, in my opinion, like, we're at the quantum state now where it's like you can be in 2 places at once, or you can really see it now. You can really see fractionalized, what's the word? Inflation. There it is. Fractionalized inflation, which makes no fucking sense. It's like inflation is already giant. Then we want to fractionalize it, right? But in the quantum space, all that really technically means is that you're taking something and just making more, or, you know, making something out of nothing, basically, right? I got cheese, let's make mac and cheese. Wow, you're so fucking quantum. You know, it's like, oh, I got a cell phone, let's put internet on it. Like, wow, that's so quantum, you know? So it's very simple. The thing is now we're bringing it to science, and we're bringing it to evolution beyond the mind into physical. And I think these digital currencies and this digital age is like the extended arm to this shit right now. You know what I mean? Like, and then when we get the AI robotic stuff in the real world, like, it's going to be even more crazy. I mean, people have it now. Like, think of a smart house, or I don't know about you, but I already have Wi-Fi lights all over the crib. Like, I mean, I don't have AC in my house because I live in a fucking old ass crib. But I bet if I lived in a modern house, I would probably have AI fucking, you know, or like when you really think about it, it's like everything is told for you. Like, you like this temperature, right? That was just machining. That was just the machine learning side of things. Now we're getting the chat bot, right? The conversational, the discovery, the hallucination, right? The real connection between, is this conscious? Am I conscious? Am I creating all of this? All that shit. Ooh, the shit I love. And yeah, man, I think we're going to be right there, bro. But yeah, use that link. Trilemma 1, security. Trilemma 2, speed and efficiency. And then 3 is decentralization. Yeah, you know, I didn't say speed and efficiency, Sandman, because, man, that one's so figured out. Like, it's kind of stupid to, like, fight on the block speeds because Ethereum has 14 seconds block speeds. Ethereum now, or Ether now. My favorite Ethereum data site right now. But yeah, Ethereum is still holding tight to 14-second blocks. Here, I think it says 12, though. It's 14 on eScan. I think it says 12. Yeah. So, like, speed is not hard. I really do think it's decentralization. In my opinion, if I had to look at it all, the hardest thing to really do is decentralization, because it's easy to get a bodyguard. The world the world can only attack you from so many angles, and then speed, that's super easy to grasp as well. But the decentralization, that is what's really difficult for most people to figure out. And again, in Xen, we have decentralization from a lot of different angles, or X1, I should say. I should stop probably saying Xen, because Xen is not at all. Xen is like the building block that got us here. Xen is what helped DXN challenge the status quo of what is a real distribution token, right? Remixing it with XEN, a deflationary token, has made it more valuable faster than most other tokens, bro. When you really look at DXN, it's been around for a year, and now it's holding. It's holding because there's holders. That's the XEN effect. It's duct taped to the back of XEN. As long as XEN is successful, DXN will follow. Phoenix is even coming back up right now. People are talking about it in the community. They're like, y'all remember Phoenix? So if you make a hit in the XEN world, you know, people will always talk about you. You will come up and at certain moments in time because it's fair, right? And XEN is the gas token for X1 chain, which is the next generation of blockchains. So a lot of people will be interacting with XEN to specifically burn it to interact with X1 chain. Others will play the hokey pokey game. I kind of want to play the hokey pokey game too. The hokey pokey game in XEN is you out hodl all of the narratives, right? You out hodl the bad narratives. You out hodl the good narratives. You're just gonna have to out hodl everyone, and timing is everything. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of people who are minting XEN right now, and you are the person that needs to hodl your XEN. And you might do this cycle. Like, I'm not fucking up on the first cycle. My first cycle of messing up on XEN was back here. But luckily, I burned all of my XEN. So I already burned a ton of XEN back here. And I don't really need to burn too much in this new future, which taught me that, truthfully, you want to hold XEN as long as you can for the whole 7-8 years if you can. Because that's going to be the real win, like 8 years from now. Well, not 8 years anymore. 24 is the end of XEN is going to be 29, but the mass push on XEN coins will be over in 2027. So summer 27, it'll be very noticeable around the whole industry that XEN is no longer hyperinflating. Like, we will probably have a lot of battles up until like 2027. That's why it's a long ride from now. Like, just like the rest of the people in Bitcoin that have been on that ride for 15 years. Like, I don't expect it to be over after 29. Like, I expect there to be more challenges in 2030, 2035. And again, that's why I'm looking at XEN in a long horizon time frame of how does this actually fit with the planet? Because if I would have had that perception in crypto in 2019, I would have known to like sell everything in 21. I would have sold the shit out the top instead of thinking any of these coins were going to provide me with longevity. And I think other people need to do the same right now when they look at their portfolio. If you call your crypto holdings portfolio, me, it's just gas. I got gas coins and I like Bitcoin and ETH because those two have been those are the best performing gas coins on planet Earth. There's another one called Solana that's trying to come up, but they don't want to make dynamic fees and they don't want to tweak their blockchain. They want to tweak it enough so it works in their profit and their control, but they don't want to really open up Solana to be decentralized. Which is fine. It's fine. That's okay. I don't care. I'm not a Solana head, so do your thing, boy. But we are going to be releasing XEN on Solana with an idea, a social approach. Hey, maybe dynamic fees might be a good idea, right? And what makes XEN a fun coin on any blockchain is that time is on your side. What I would be saying as a community is trying to get Jack to figure out what are the tokenomics. Should he make XEN on Solana like Optimism with 300-day or 365-day AMP? Or does he want to make it, you know, a long play and try to build community there? Me, I think it's just for marketing. I would say go the most meme route and make a very Solana type XEN coin. Something that like has the first principles, but at the same time can work to our advantage. Like, I don't want to see Solana just come and go, you know. It'd be kind of cool if it was there for like 8 years or 4 years, you know. But like the Optimism's in, that shit's gonna come and go. right? That's why I root for CB Zen because it's a longer play in the Zen world. But Optimism Zen is going to show us what it's like in 2029 when there's no AMP anymore and everybody's got to buy Zen because you can't make it anymore in mass. So, and this is why, again, if you're just mining Zen on Optimism, you're doing great. Like, you can literally just mine for the rest of the year. You don't have to do anything. What's the AMP over there right now? Because, yeah, this ends in July. Yeah, 87. I think 87 days from now is July. Let's see. 87. Yeah. July 12th. That's when the AMP ends. So theoretically, you could just keep mining over here every day until it's over, because you know for a fact there's not going to be, after July 12th, no more Zen as much as we've been doing. There's not going to be any more. So that one's pretty fun. This is Zenmon. Here, we'll go ahead and look at how much Zen we can create. He should do a 360-day AMP to break Solana. Oh my God. Leader says he should do a 30-day AMP. That's crazy. What up, Dank? A 30-day AMP will be nuts. Or a new Zen coin every 30 days. Yo, that'd be crazy. And then I don't know. There's so many fun ways to do it. But yeah, that's what I mean. Zen is a mindset, right? Zen is what got us here. X1 is what's going to lead the pack, right? We're packing in all of this brain power into a blockchain that's going to be community driven, community built. I mean, it's already there. It's already live. What the fuck? But when it hits the surface for everybody else that doesn't see value until it's transferable to Coinbase, which is fucking dumb. Like, there's nothing more crypto right now than the Zen world, even down to XEN. Before Bitcoin was on all these stupid ass exchanges, that shit just sat in your wallet, you dummy. Like, it wasn't like you got a Bitcoin in 2010 and was able to go and sell that bitch. Like, that, what, even there was nobody cared, bro. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Mt. Gox didn't show up till 2013. So Bitcoin and XEN damn near the same thing, except in our world, we're literally telling people you can't buy this right now. Like, you can't transfer it, and they're crying. They're like, please, we want to transfer today. Like, when? And I'm just like, Jack, don't release it, bro. Fuck them. They don't deserve it. I'm in the boardroom like, man, they down there, they ain't ready yet. They ain't ready yet. Hold out. Wait till June, man. Wait till June. Give them till June. They'll get it. I'm going to get my coins. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We'll let them catch up. We're going to let them catch up. No, I'm just kidding. But now I believe everybody. That's what I'm saying. Nobody, you can't be late, though. But you can be late to everybody not knowing that it's about to happen. That you can be late to. You can learn about it after the fact, and you'll just be like, oh shit, like, what happened to me? Why am I learning about this right now? Dude, I literally called Pulse Chain on the day too, but that one I used the stars. I was like in a chat room, and I was like, yo, today screams Pulse Chain. It was May 15th, and what I was really doing was trying to track the stars on Phoenix, because Phoenix came out the same day. So Phoenix came out the same day Pulse Chain came out, right? What are the fucking odds? And Joe Blau have been told us about that day, and that's why for me it was wild, because I was like, yo, this day's got a lot of energy behind it. There's even a Phoenix release. What's going on? And boom, Pulse Chain. So yeah, stars work, but at the same time, I saw all those people who found out about it like right after it happened. Right. And then also there was a bunch of people who said it like, oh, it's Go is live or whatever. And that's kind of why, like, again, X1 is not going to be released like that. People got to get that PTSD out of them, of like the way Pulse Chain was released was fucking garbage. And like it was timed or something. Timed to be bad. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm still very confused. But X1 chain is gonna be scheduled. Like you'll know about it. You won't be able to miss out. It will have a countdown. It'll be like, here comes X1 chain, everybody. Woo! Like get ready. Like I hope you've been getting ready, because you know it probably will be a 2 week or some shit like that type thing where it's like it's coming down, you know, or I mean, there's multiple ways it can happen. Another way it can happen is it can go main while we practice AlphaNet. Maybe it can go main in that moment, and that would be a part where, again, you would still miss out if you're not in the quorum of development. So if you're not in the XENblocks validator group, or if you're not in XENblocks or you're not in the validator group, either or, you should be all right. Because whatever happens in the validator group, that's like the speed of light. So the speed of light of information is in the validator group, but you can also be in XENblocks and pretty much get the same information at the speed of light, just maybe a tiny millisecond behind it. But if you're in the Xen Telegram, you're really far away right now from the main development. And I think this is all on purpose, because you want to cultivate community at a core type experience. You don't want to have a lot of noise, because there's a goal here, right? The goal of X1 chain is mass adoption, which is adopted from Xen, right? A better chain for the masses. And it's not a fork of Ethereum. And at this current state, it has a phantom-like structure, but it is morphing into its own environment. It is becoming an X1 database. It's not a true phantom fork. We've tweaked the chain so much already. Like, when does a fork? When does, you know, how many tweaks until the fork is like doesn't exist? Like, you know, I mean, in real collaborative world, it's 7. You make 7 tweaks and it's yours. And I would say we've tweaked Phantom way more than 7 times. So X1 is 100% different than Phantom. It's very similar because it has the same, again, structure, but the structure has been very morphed to fit what we believe is the next generation of blockchains. And then when that AI is introduced into the because again, the AI is going to decentralize what Phantom has. Phantom has really fast blocks because they have a small quorum of nodes that make, you know, blocks, right? And we learned that can only be around 50. After 50, you fucking or they cap it at 50 because after a certain point, there's a lot of things that can go wrong if the main people aren't holding down like the structure of the chain. So once we got to that level, that's where we are now. We have tested all these chains. We understand how they work on a user level and why some aren't even worth looking at to build enterprise on, right? And now we've chosen an enterprise grade blockchain, and it still doesn't facilitate all the fucking cool ideas of this future. Jack still gotta hit that bitch with a wrench. Got Leo and Nick in the back. Me and Og in the front trying to hold the crowd down. Calm down, calm down. Okay, Ribbit, man, Ribbit, chill out. Ribbit, chill. Damn, chill. All right, shit's gonna happen. All right, believe. But yeah, I think like right now where X1 chain is going to fit in this top 10 conversation, and that's why this Tone coin comes to mind right now. XEN, dude, what if there was a collab there? Because there's a lot of people that are into this. There's 21 billion market cap on this Tone coin for Telegram. All right, this is a Telegram coin, right? Or am I wrong? Like everybody uses this for the background on Telegram. What's their blocks like? Oh, they got 3-second blocks. They kicking ass. That's pretty cool. How many transactions in a block? That's pretty cool. Wow, that's pretty cool. So you see, fluctuation. See, the game is to actually get a very, 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 very consistency of average block time, and you really want to try to make sure it's at 1. That's like Phantom and everybody over there. Or that's that enterprise shit, you know? Because I don't know what you want to do, but I know that I'm trying to be the next big thing on the planet Earth. Like, I want to be associated with the crypto that's going to make Bitcoin look like a granny. Make Ethereum look like an auntie. Daddy, chill. Everybody just ribbit. Will X1 be live at the start of the auction? Nah, I think they'll lead into it. My real opinion, like, on this whole thing, the way that it's shaping out, is once they finish the tokenomics, then it's just a marketing game. And the way that the marketing, in my opinion, would be the most impactful is to continue to slow drip information and give it to those that decide to participate. And the only way you're going to be able to participate is if you're in the cult, like I was about to say cult, but it's not a cult. In the culture. You want to be in the culture. The culture is all over the place, yo. You could just be in DB Zen and be in the Zen culture. Like, you know, think a DB Zenian's going to go and run and tell everybody, yo, the auction's going to start, like, the day it happens, you know? You know, and mining Zen, you're going to know about it. It's everybody that's not participating in the culture that's going to find out about it and be like, oh, shit, I need to get my Zen bags right, you know? But by then, it'll be way too late. And that's why, again, if you're an advanced Zenian, well, my recommendation would be is go and explore the side chains and get a really good position before the quorum of the noobs find out about it. So right now, looking at so right now, I mean, yeah, if you go and buy Optimism Zen, it actually looks like it's like a super duper go. So right now you can wait 87 days. Where did this shit go? Oh, it's right here. So 87 days grosses 18 million Optimisms in. And it costs $6.23 for 1 VMU. So what that means, let's go over here real quick. Let's see. Right now, that's 50 cents on the DEX. Whoa, what the fuck am I showing you guys? Oh, man. Okay. Damn, look at that. But yeah, 50 cents. What the fuck? Yeah, this is a buy. This is a hard buy. Let them dump it. Because, yeah, after 87 days from right now, so every day it's going to be less and less because the AMP is a significant concept. It's going to continue to drop. So we'll revisit this in a couple of days, and we'll see that this is probably going to be lower than where it is today, right? So hedging, buying futures on the AMP is, or buying Zen to hedge the future AMP is not a bad idea. And Optimism is showing us that right now. And that's why maybe Solana Zen should kind of be like this. But if you're into Solana, you won't want to kill Solana. And that's why CB Zen is actually a really awesome Zen, because CB Zen, again, is connected to ETH Zen, or it's connected to Ethereum on the base layer. So CB Zen is going to live the same life as ETH Zen, where for the next 8 years, the AMP will go down every day. It'll get harder and harder to make Zen, and it will always be tradable for Ethereum. So you can turn your ETH into this, you know. And granted, it's a lot longer, so it's not like OP Zen, where the price is going to take on its own. So really, you just want to be accumulating coins. Same thing though over here, but really you could just mine this, and it's going to live its own life. So that's what's pretty fun about CB Zen. And again, CB Zen is having a lot of gas. They can't get their gas figured out, bro. Like at one point, it was more expensive to make a like it was like last night. It was more expensive to make Zen on other chains than it was on ETH. that was kind of spooky. I was like, wait a second, this is weird. What the hell a bit, right? And I mean, that's just where we are now. You know, we're in this world where people are barely using this stuff. Let's see, 87 days, 145 EMUs. Whew, man, there's so much. Like, what the hell? And this is all wacky. Oh my god, this is wacky. Hold on, we gotta restart this. But you know, hey, hold on, let's look at this at for CBZen. Because CBZen is still in supply shock. Phantom foundations are a bitch of gay lords. God damn. Nah, slow drip is the problem with crypto. Why would slow drip be the problem with crypto? I think slow drip with good products is the best way. I think a lot of people have been slow dripping bullshit, and then that's like why it's lost its spunk. You know, like I made a reference on Sunday. I was talking about how people believe in Santa Claus. Like before the internet, shit used to hit, man. The internet done fucked everything up. And that's why like the slow drip sucks now, because it's been in the idea where all these whack ass people with no real like culture are gonna try to slow drip something into existence. Like, nah, bro. Wait till the Zen world does it. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Same way, I mean, Satoshi did it too. Satoshi had people on a newsletter for Bitcoin until 2012, and then just disappeared. I'm out. Right? So it takes a while to make culture. It takes a long time. And that's why the slow drip works if it's correctly put into existence. And you could call Zen that. We started with the you need to max mint, or we started with the you need to mint per day. Then you need to mint per week. Oh, maybe it's good to max mint. Maybe it's good to do 100-day mint. Maybe it's good to sell. Maybe it's good to hold. Like we've gone through so many variations of the drip in Zen to just learn that maybe it's just good to hold. So I think there's value in the drip. It just got to be correct. It's got to be not coming from a person who's not going to fulfill their word. And it also needs to be relatable to others to make word on top. Like you like me, like why would I go so hard for X1 if I really didn't feel like it was going to come out? Like I'm wasting the most time out of everyone. I'm the biggest clown. I'm going to have Jack Levin's head now. I'm just kidding. But yeah, look at CBZen, man. Everyone's staking it. So now the liquidity is on low key. They over here trying to dump this shit. I'm actually waiting for it to get a little bit lower. I shouldn't be saying that to you guys because you're just going to fucking front run me. But go ahead. There's somebody in there trying to sell out. They think that they bigger than the gang. Little do they know, no one's making CBZen right now. And I think, again, this is one of the best opportunities because Zen on ETH is always going to have high gas. Zen on ETH is always going to have high price. Everything is going to rise with Zen on ETH. So why wouldn't you want the second best coin paired in ETH? I don't know. But again, it's your favorite chain. Ethereum is my favorite chain. Maybe yours is Pulse Chain. Maybe you're into Polygon, Moonbeam, Phantom, EVMOS, Dogechain, Binance, Avalanche. There's so many chains. Ooh, what's that? Look at that, guys. Man, there ain't nobody making ETH Zen. So what happened was ETH Zen was created. Somebody staked it, and it actually made the liquidity drop because when you stake Zen, it burns. And we haven't had any changes in a rapid amount of time. Like it's just like it's not like it's changing all the time. So it's very noticeable now when people stake a lot of Zen. A lot of mined Zen. Yeah, look at this. There's nobody mining. Wild. Man. See, what's crazy is when you don't see people mining like how it was back here, that means that the the C rank isn't going to go up high. And if the C rank doesn't go up in Xen, the global rank doesn't go up. Or C ranks don't go up, global rank doesn't go up. If global rank doesn't go up, more Xen isn't created for those that are staking or that are in the Xen mint. And this means that there is less Xen created in the future. So everybody who's minted has the most Xen. And that's why minting is important if you believe in Xen, because you will always have the most Xen in the present time of that mint claim. Like everybody has more Xen coming out of their mints in profit than they did on the gas they spent. The claim might have been something, but that's why you never claim now. You claim at the 6 Gwei. Like last night, I had tweeted about it. I said Gwei is at 6. This is when you Xen mint. This is it. This is the nature, right? The nature of the chain finding the bottom. And I was even telling Jack last night and some of the Xenians, I was like, yo, it's crazy. We are on the chain so much that we get to actually see that. Like that's an eclipse in crypto. Like, were you awake last night to catch 8 Gwei, 7 Gwei, 6 Gwei? That might have been the lowest Xen mint you could have made all year. And you faded it. Like, regardless to what you think is going to happen, that's when you mint Xen. That's the nature of minting. Like, I know you want to buy it. That's part of the nature. But did you forget that the ultimate Xen, the real fucking seed of this game, is mint at the lowest Gwei possible? That's the fucking Xen right there. No one can tell you shit. All those people who minted at 2 Gwei and sold the Xen, oh, they're hurting right now. They're hurting. Don't be that person next year. You got it at 6. You better hone in. You better hone in because it's gonna be the cheapest Xen. And what do I mean by this like cheapest Xen thing? Because I think it's confusing a lot of people. Cheapest Xen. What does that even mean? So I've been keeping this thread for the whole month so far. And minted Xen is the cheapest Xen, right? You could always go and buy 526 million Xen for $196. You can do that. But crypto, bruh, mine that shit. I put a future call on Xen. I said, you know what? I'd rather have the ability to get 526 million Xen for $35. I'd rather have that ability. You know, I'll spend what it was at the time. ETH was down too, so it had to be like $15. You know what I'm saying? So at the time it was like $15 to bet that the Xen would be worth more, right? And maybe I can claim it because the network will allow me to claim it, right? And then that's just calling the moons and the stars at that point. Again, the nature, and that's why I think Xen came out in the middle of at the end of 2022, because there was a mathematical problem in that. If it would have come out months before, we would be on a different schedule in the gas. So the timing of Xen's actual inception is giving us this gas. And you can almost say someone studied that to make sure that everything flowed. And I mean, at the same time, we can be like, we don't fucking know. We just came out with it. Everybody asked for it, blah, blah, blah. But as a researcher, I would say that being focused on that could bring your project to the next level because you're really putting yourself on the calendar. We're on the calendar of low gas if you do it right. So I went ahead, made some mints last night and made sure they landed on a Saturday night. And they are in a low gas time, which is typically April or May, you know. And I think right now you can only max mint until April or some shit. So I went ahead and did that yesterday. And I mean, and again, I posted some more. Yesterday I got some more, you know, minted some more Xen. $8 for $46, $7 for $47, $200 for $40. This is 2 VMUs right here. $22 for $6. That's a lotto ticket for sure. And this is why I post this stuff, bro. This isn't a flex. This is just to prove like the cheapest Zen you'll ever get is minted Zen for the infinity of time. Like if Ethereum, if Zen, that's what I'm saying. If X1 is awesome and everybody burns their Zen, and now the restriction of Zen is based on you can't make it in time to sell the price down. There's more buyers than fucking sellers, right? When that happens, that means that there will be cheap moments in time to mint Zen, but did you mine it at its lowest point to be the person receiving it? Or, you know, like, you're not going to get my wallet, so you're not going to be the person doing this transaction. The only way to do this transaction is to mint the Zen. Right? And I can't believe some people just don't see that part. It's like, yo, you have to mint the Zen. Like, it's part of the culture. If you want to reap the benefits, you got to join the culture. You can't be dibble dabbling. There's no way you're going to lose. On all the chains, I've been in profit. I haven't not been down. And I'm pretty sure this is where we are. It's not that I'm getting lucky. It's just that the Zen is holding its value over time, and the chain is giving me the opportunity to get to it. That's it. That's all it's doing. That's the only trade-off. And if the chain didn't give me the opportunity to get to it, then it impacts the overall supply, which then gives a buyer the opportunity to buy a deflationary product. And that's why, again, if you're a miner, you want to believe that that can happen to you. You're going to see that. I already saw that in March. So for me, like, that was March. And I will never do that again. I will never have mints ending in March. Hell no. Summer mints is where it's at. I think summer minting Zen is where it's at. If it lands in the summer, you're hidden. I've been hidden, or spring, I should say. Spring to summer is where it's at. April and May, so far, so good. We'll see if next year the same data has the same result. But this year, definitely bomb. And last year, too, was the same thing. A lot of mints came out in March and April, and that's when it skyrocketed. DBZen came out. We was burning. Everything felt like the future, but we were still in the past. So April and March are... Well, I don't know. March is kind of weird this year. You know, so we got to see if March is going to come back next year. But yeah, I had multiple mints in March and February that I could not get to. And that's what I mean by there's going to be areas where you have to buy it because the cheapest Zen is on the DEX. Right? That was in February and March. The cheapest Zen was on the DEX. But we're not there yet. So, of course, the cheapest Zen was not on the DEX, theoretically, because the price went lower. You get me? So, theoretically, the cheapest Zen on the DEX is right now because people are selling the cheapest Zen that you could possibly mint, and they're inflating the price. That's all that's happening. And I'm like, bring it on now. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Yo, you actually want to do both sides of it. You want to buy some Zen and mine some Zen at the complete bottom of gas. And let both of them ride it out and see which one wins in the next 400 days. Right? Because it's apparent when gas goes up, no one can mint. And that supply shock is horrible. Right? That's what I was talking about with CBZen. CBZen is actually giving us a look into the future of what it's like for supply shock to hit the blockchain faster than people thought it would. And the reason why CBZen inherited this was because it came out last and it got like the, you know, like the last kid, like nobody pays attention to it. It's the last fucking kid, man. We've already had 9 kids. Now I got to pay attention to the 10th kid. Fuck, you know? So I got last kid syndrome and nobody paid attention to it. Everybody looked at OPZen because it had an amp. It was new. You can almost say they're twins. And this is the ugly duckling. Everybody neglected it. But due to the neglection, right? Due to like this herd of miners not continuing and then high gas, it caused CBZen to become deflationary faster than people thought. And now stakers actually own the majority of supply on CBZen. You can't actually inflate it fast enough because I can just buy it and stake it because y'all keeping it low because y'all keep trying to sell it. I don't know why, but thank you. And this cycle continues, right? And that's why, again, when X1 comes out and all of these chains are allotted the experience to burn, you're going to see supply shock like you've never seen before, and it's going to be too late by then. You're going to not had minted at 6 Gwei with your boy Crypto Bro last night. I literally put it on the fucking X account. Like, were you there last night when I had tweeted this shit? So, and that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about right now because some people were like, why would you do this? I'm like, you have to mint Zen at 6 to 8 Gwei. This is the bottom of gas. You can use the max mint to future as a future call on gas versus Zen price. If the price of Zen is higher in 400 plus days, you can double your gas in value. I mean, we are in 7x mode and we're near all-time lows. And this is a fact. Like, I'm Xing hard on all of my Zen. And what's so crazy right now is I'm actually living off of the Zen on my wallet because instead of buying ETH and holding it, I'm just now holding Zen. All of my ETH from 2022 is now in the form of Zen because of the mint. And now if I need some ETH to sell some Zen to get some more ETH, I can go buy that shit from Coinbase. You get that shit from anywhere, you know? But Zen you cannot. Right? So that's why I'm hodling my Zen right now. That all the Zen I've minted for the last month, I'm just holding it in my wallet. And I'm just like I said, if I need gas because I have a really big mint coming out, I'm gonna sell a little bit of Zen so I can get it. You know, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm in profit with my gas sell. And so on and so on. Let's see if it loads my Zen coins. But yeah, so that's been the strategy so far. Stay stacked with Zen because it's always gonna win versus ETH. It's like what we're talking about right now, like this new evolution conversation about Zen. Like, what is it to say you own the block? Really, you know? Wouldn't you say like a mint is ownership because I'm putting a stamp on that block, and then I can actually mint later in the future value from a guesstimation of how expensive the blocks would become, right? Block space continues to get more expensive. I do not think it's going to get cheaper. I think the way you get cheaper block space is you join a new blockchain and you ride that shit out until the chain becomes expensive. And then maybe that chain will advance to the next level. But most of them, they get stomped out like Solana. Most chains get to Solana level and then they turn into ghost chains. So far, Solana's been around for like 7 years, I think, or 5 years. And they're doing pretty all right still. They're still holding it up. But yeah, who's to say X1 isn't going to be the replacement of Solana? Because they shit fucked. But yeah, look at the block space on Bitcoin. Yesterday, it was super duper expensive here on stream when we were streaming. That shit was really, really high. And it's because I don't have no clue, but the UTXOs, I'm just trying to learn more about those things. But it seems like they move around a lot when there's a lot of tension. Because people are moving their Bitcoins from wallet to wallet. So I don't know if that signals that there's going to be a giant dump, and we have a lot of on-chain activity of users moving Bitcoins to wherever they want them to be positioned for this dump that's about to happen, right? Like I said, like I wouldn't mind seeing Bitcoin go back to $50,000. That means cheaper stats versus dollars, and I have Zen, which is disinflationary right now, and to say Zen is dumping with the main market is to say that Zen is on discount, because Zen is created from the ashes of the main market, or you know what I mean? Like, this is dead ETH, so it gets to live its own life. Like, ETH can continue to die, but we've all turned our Zen into, or all of our ETH has been turned into Zen. And now if others decide to say, hey, you know what, I'm done with Zen, I'm not going to play this game anymore, it just makes it disinflationary. They don't get their mints in 7 days. That's not new inflation. And the more people do that, the more people stake, the boat changes. And it turns into a culture coin at that point. I say you would hold it for the culture, Or like you could play my kind of strategy, which is if I have Zen in my wallet, it should always be able to get me gas. Like 1 billion Zen in your wallet should always be able to get you out of a bad situation on Ethereum. You know what I mean? Like if when 1 billion Zen gets to $10, then I think we're fucked. Let's see. What's 1 billion Zen right now? That's 1 million. So that's 1 billion. So right now 1 billion Zen is $300. Like if you really needed some gas, like to make $100 fee transaction, you'd actually be able to sell your Zen into it. And that's why it's like, if Zen is yielding you 1 billion per VM or per max minute, that's why I'm like, yo, until we see this dip under the max mints being 1 billion, which is going to take a couple years, then people won't realize like how nice they've had it. I'm living in the future, so I don't ever want to see my wallet get below 1 billion Zen ever again. I was kind of dumb for not having always 1 billion. Realistically, you need like 100 billion. And right now that's $30,000. So where do you think this shit is going, you know? If you have if you had 100 billion Zen in your wallet, you're set for gas. Can't nobody stop you on Ethereum. Like everybody's all tapped out because they ain't got no more world resources, and then you're just like, oh shit, I mined some Zen. Oh man, I could make this work. I'm just gonna sell my Zen because I got enough. It's like, I got $20 for Ethereum. I'm gonna buy some ETH, send it to the chain, sell this Zen because it's still holding up because it's disinflationary. And there's so many ways to play it. It's really not infinite. Ethereum is infinite. Wait, Bitcoin is infinite. Bitcoin ain't infinite. It can be, because you can, but that's very quantum of you to say Bitcoin is infinite. Because infinite in Bitcoin is like taking this is like runes. Rune stones is infinity in Bitcoin. Because now they've taken the ideology and turned it into something else, put it on chain, but named it something different. That's a real fraction of Bitcoin in the form of runes. That's why I'm not so much. I'm kind of losing my bullishness on bitmaps. Are you guys losing bullishness on bitmaps? Solana's gonna change lives. Yeah, it's gonna break hearts, man. There's a lot of tension between BTC miners. Yo, tell them Bitcoin miners to shut up, because they're gonna get forked. Like my whole thought is I think the runes world and the OpCat world and the real camps right now that are running the ideology, I think when they make Bitcoin on a node level and they're including the base chain in their node as like an invitation, like, hey, we are still supporting mainnet, but we're doing our own thing, and you can bring Satoshis here, and we'll make sure we read Satoshis on our layer. That's all everyone's doing. We'll read your Satoshis on our layer. You know? It drives me fucking insane. Yeah, there's a lot of people who still don't know how blockchain work. Like, in truth, you can never change a coin to another coin. That's not fucking possible. Autonomous swaps, if they were possible, they would have been designed. But they're not. They're not fucking possible. Your shit's always going to turn to USDC. It's always going to turn into something else. So why don't you just turn your shit coin into an Ethereum and just trade that bitch? Turn your BRC20 into a shit coin. Or see, I'm getting all worked up and shit because it's like, yo, why don't people just do that instead of like pressing for a bridge that will never happen? I don't think we'll ever really see a decentralized bridge. I might be tripping, but I know smart contracts is tight. But I'm talking about transfer of value. It's always going to be exchanged. And you're going to change it. It's never going to be transformed. The only transformation that happens is in Zen, because you burn it. And that burn call transforms the Zen into XN. Essentially, anyone can use the burn call to transform action into said object. Look at DB Zen. Take some ETH, take some Zen, fuse it, transform it, DB Zen. You know what I'm saying? That sounds more like a bridge. That's the most bridge-like shit I ever seen. How can we work with that? You know, that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They have decentralized bridges, but they're smart contract driven. Like if you really get down to like the nerdy side of it, it's like, truthfully, bruv, we are not actually bridging. We are changing. And a bridge, last time I heard, was a transfer. It was a transfer from one side to the other. Not changing. Not changing, you know? That's why bridges are kind of wild right now. I like the original approach of doing the V2 bridge. Or Uniswap had a really good idea of, again, you transform your coins into another coin, and that coin is a representation or like a ticket, right, of other experiences behind it. So we're really close to it, but like truthfully, it's always gonna have to be money held somewhere, and there's always gonna be ski mask people going for the bridge. So I like the way Zen got it. That's another reason why I was attracted to the narrative. When I saw the burn originally, I got burned on my Pulse X sacrifice. So I sacked for Pulse X, and when I did that shit, I did not get back what I originally, like, I got less coins, and I just fucked it off because I was like, I should have known I was gonna get bad at counting. Like I was sending coins to an address, assuming that someone was gonna take a log of it and airdrop me back what I needed to get. Right? Like it was a messy situation. So the only actual logical way to fix that would have been doing the Zen burn to like X1, because now you're not relying on a human to audit the contract or relying on a human to truly audit the accounting of the contract. Now the contract itself can use autonomously, or it can be autonomously accounting while we go. Right now, this shit is happening. I can go and look how you could go to, right now you can go to ZenPub, and they have a burn tracker, and the burn tracker uses a script that calls the blockchain with your address, and then it calls your burn redeem function, so you can see, this isn't my address, it's just somebody's I'm gonna pull out of the thin air. So when I hit submit on this burn tracker, it takes this address and then it goes through pretty much every, I don't know what the portal is, but Infura, and it just pulls that I burn redeem for all these chains. And then you can see how much Zen you've burned, right? And this is an autonomous accounting because of the burn function. It's almost like, why have we never seen this in crypto before? I thought this is why Zen spawned, because we got such bad burn records or sacrifice records. That's what my whole theory was. I was like, wow, this burn thing is dope. Like, can't wait to see where this goes, because this is going to actually keep my fucking integrity. When I sacked for PLS, the value was locked in after 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't even remember. Like, when I did it, I just did it when it was like the wallet phase, and you just sent coins to an address. Man, I hate to unravel it because that just sounds so stupid. Like, I was just sending coins to an address. I pray to God this shit is all right. That's pretty much what was going on. But yeah, it's all good. It is what it is. And this is why, again, I'm hyped for X1 chain, because I know people won't they won't overindulge on burning and such. Because again, it's going to be tracked well. You can burn wherever you want to burn. Just the thing is if you're burning on Ethereum, it's always going to hold 80% more in dollar value, or whatever they decide to do the value of Gwei. So Gwei has a dollar amount as well, just like right here. So the question is there going to be, this is like my thought that I've been trying to bring up, is like, is there going to be an oracle connected to gas that's connected to the math of what it costs to burn Zen at that point? And then you would just also connect it to Zenmon, or like Zenmon has an idea here. You can pre-predict how much Zen is going to be created. And then you can also attach the Gwei for one VMU, and there can be a lot of ways to do this daily burn thing. But yeah, I don't think it should get mixed up or anything. Again, I think this is on the chart. X1 in May, bro. June, May. I want to see somebody sell right now. Please. Help me, please. Go write some bridge logic with Bitcoin script smart contracts. He's saying a bridge is a smart contract. Well, no, that's what I'm trying to say, though. It's either a smart contract or it's like layer 0 where you're doing it through a chipset. Because where's the liquidity on the other side? There always has to be liquidity. There is never not a smart, like every bridge is a smart contract. Show me one bridge that's not, besides like well, no, even that one, the core Avalanche one, the BTCB one. That one's even a fucking bridge with liquidity on the other side. There's always a bridge with liquidity. That's how it happens. Bridge it, then somebody put some coins there. Why-de-do. The only difference with layer 0 that I like about them is that the liquidity is on a chip, so nobody can really jack it. Yeah, them OFTs, those are pretty cool. They add anything here? Nah, it's all still the same. But yeah, I forget where you can see it. I think it's on Avascan, because this is made by Core or Layer 0 is pretty much Avalanche. at the end of the day, like this Avalab thing, a lot of the people that work in this, they help Layer 0 with the whole like Bitcoin bridge. So now you can go like here and actually see how much money is on it. Atomics. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about what is it? Like Cosmos does it. It sounded really smart in the beginning, but it still doesn't mean anything because it's like it's not ever going to be at the speed of light. You know, it's always going to be like a buffer. The only way to get it faster is to put liquidity. You feel me? So like, what is a bridge? Because you're always going to run into this don't work, like, or this takes too much time. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm challenging it too hard. I understand why people would use it, but me personally, I don't think that's the answer. I don't think I think it needs to be at the speed of light, and the only way we're going to get it faster is if we create more integrity for networks, but there's too many networks, so that's out the case. Like, there ain't no way. Like, everybody wants to make their own chain. Where's this shit at? I thought it was here. Where is it at? They used to have it here. Maybe they changed it. You see, have the Bitcoin stuff. I was saying, nobody gives a fuck about a decentralized bridge. It's a fact. Yeah, nobody cares about that shit. No one cares. Oh, cares, bro. That's why I'm into Base now, because in Solana, because I'm like, yo, trying to act like people really gonna care about like the actual way crypto works is like dumb. Like, most won't really care until they've got the weave in, and that's why I like Jack's approach of like attacking Solana right now, because it's being held up by the people who bought it at 18 cents. I mean, $18. So they're about to feel some pain because the users now are going to be like, yo, we really can't use this shit. Like, and then they're going to have to pump their bots, and then it might expose the bot thing. I've been waiting for people to start attacking those bots and like hacking them. I mean, I'm not trying to say some shit, but like, yeah, I'm surprised I just haven't heard of more of that. There might be something leading up to it, though. That's usually what happens, right? It's like in crypto, you never hear about like the bad attack, but you can envision it. And then out of nowhere, you just hear about it like back to back to back. And then that's usually the top of the market. So maybe if you start hearing about bots rugging in Solana, then that might be a good like, oh, we at the top. We at the motherfucking top. We at the top, man. Dang. Darn it. I really wanted to see how much money they had on their bridge. Damn, they don't show that shit no more. It must have gotten really low or something. Because they used to blast it like, we've got a ton of money on the Bitcoin bridge. Or not a ton of money, but... Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, cool. They still got it. I'm tripping. Oh, so this is their Ethereum bridge. Oh, okay. And that's why I'm cool with the smart contract bridge. It's fine. They usually are the some of the best ones. Wow, this one's going down though. I wish they showed me how many Bitcoins are here. Instead, it just shows me the Bitcoin value. That's kind of scary. It's like, don't worry about how many bits we got here. Just know we got $209 million. Yeah. At one point, this is how I got into ordinals. My ordinal story last year was crazy. I was using DBZen on Avalanche I was like racking in like $10 a day in Avalanche. And then I was selling that into BTCB and then porting that into inscriptions and making bitmaps. What a time. What a ride. Now we're up. That's why I'm like, yo, what's going to happen with bitmaps? I'm starting to feel like they're really losing the race now. Like like whatever. It's almost like the person that made it made their own thing. Or no, wait, what is it? Like the Merlin thing? Like a lot of supporters that supported it, they're doing something else now. And they're trying to incorporate it, but it's kind of lost its spunk. But I'm hodling, you know. I got a couple bitmaps. I'm just wondering if it'll ever recover. Especially now that like Bitcoin is changing. Like the narratives are changing over there. And those that are wanting their piece of land in that space, they're definitely pushing their narratives to their communities. So yeah, man, I'm curious. I'm just watching from the sidelines because I'm in Zen World. So I'm gonna let them duke it out. We're gonna let them duke it out over there. Centralized blockchains. Let's go. Nah, that's base, bro. Actually, every layer 2. But what's funny is now the FUD will show up and they're like, the layer 2 is going to steal all of your funds. And it's like, duh, it's fucking centralized. We want that. They want that. Big titty, beautiful, butt naked women just don't fall out of the sky, you know? Are you the ace of base? Watch my ace card. Voila. Now, I'm not the ace of base, but I be there. Oh, man. XENblocks or blockchain slowing down. Trying to fuck me up right now. Let's look at these transactions. So right now on X1, what they're trying to do is figure out this gas. And basically, we opened up Zen on the chain at the same, and I say we just because it's community driven, but like they opened up Zen and then there was a discovery that every node had a gas limit. And when the node is getting smacked, like they're throwing like they're throwing transactions at the chain. So when it was getting smacked and all of a sudden people showed up to try to do a Zen max mint, which then try to take over a whole block while the chain is working as hard as possible, it actually like kind of broke. The chain like broke. It did not know how to articulate the amount of data coming in. So there was a fail safe to just stop. So we learned that like, oh shit, that's crazy. The fail safe was the gas limit. So Jack did some tweaking. He removed the gas limit from his specific node, noticed that shit started to actually work, pushed an update to the rest of the validators. And now we're kind of slowly seeing people come back online. Yesterday, a lot of people weren't there, so it was faster. But now there's more people coming online. Transactions are starting to go up, so the average block time is going down, or it's going up. As in, it feels like it's going down, you know, because when it goes up, we want it to actually go towards 1 second, not 10 seconds. And this right now is also because the blockchain doesn't have the AI quorum consensus built in yet. Like it actually doesn't even have the AlphaNet yet, where we have just 21 nodes of the best performers utilizing, you know, the network. When we have that, it will be like Phantom. Right now, it's choosing nodes as it goes. And you can see here some of these blocks got a lot of transactions in them. Down 112, 115. One time I saw one with like 500 transactions in one block. So ridiculous. Yeah, really blow them shits up. But yeah, what we're gonna see is when that AlphaNet comes out, X1 chain is gonna have a 21 validator quorum, and it won't have an AI just yet. It simply will be picking from the best nodes. And there's like a, what is it at? There's a validators list. Where that thing at? You can like check yourself to see where you are. I don't know it right now. If you join the group, you can see it. But yeah, there's a validator group, and then there's a validator list. And if you're not a top performing validator, you won't be chosen to do AlphaNet. Wah, wah, wah. But that's okay, because you'll be able to run a read-only node. And if you've been mining XEN, then you can stake your XEN to your read-only node and yield XEN block rewards while not having a fast enough machine. So that's kind of why, like, I'm like, oh, I like these trade-offs, because we're seeing how we're going to be able to finesse or finagle different scenarios, because speed is over everything. Again, security is going to be built into decentralization. So the way that we're going to decentralize the network is by promoting people to become read-only nodes. So we actually have a nodes list where it shows way more nodes. You actually see there's over 1,000 interactions right now on the nodes, because there's read-only nodes. There's people who aren't making block reward. They're not getting block rewards, but they're opening up their CPU to continue the ledger, so that the ledger is staying decentralized, right? That's one of the issues in the trilemma, is how do you continue decentralization? Well, we're going to incentivize read-only to make sure that the ledger is on many computers, so then that way we can have that quorum of 21 million 21 validators to speed that chain up and keep it going, you know, as fast as possible. Because when you add more validators, you're always going to slow the chain down. As you add more to the network, you're going to slow it down. So, and you know, like how Jack said in the spaces, like some people coming like me with a laptop, and we're not really giving the best gas, and we slowing them motherfuckers down. Work around us, right? Work around I call it the poor pleb testing platform. That's my laptop. It's for the poor plebs out there. We're making sure we see how their experience is going to be. And that's why, again, I think what truly happens here is if you can afford computing power to be a validator, you can actually just run the read-only node, make XEN, stake it, and you're going to get XEN block rewards to be able to sell them whatever you want to do. I don't know what you're going to do with them. You can make your own crypto. I don't know what you want to do with them, but you can do anything you want with them, and you're helping decentralize the network. You're helping push crypto forward to prove that we can solve the blockchain trilemma, because it is there to be solved. But I think the incentive is to incentivize people to do read-only is a new approach. Most don't do that. Most do not do. They do not care for you to be ended. They would actually. I ain't trying to keep throwing post chain on the bus, but they're here to poke, bro. So like, for instance, they have tons of nodes, and that's what's slowing their chain down. But they promote it because they believe it makes it decentralized. But it does, but it doesn't, because it slows your chain down. So it would kind of be smarter just to do read only, but then you got to build an incentive program and actually change the way the chain works to do something like that, which their chain is not designed to do that. So that's why, again, I feel like the DAG does help with this trilemma if you can get the database correct. Because now the database for X1 we can grow as large as it likes, because it's going to be secured by XEN. And as long as XEN is halving every year it's going to get harder and harder to get, which means that people are probably not going to sell it. You know what I mean? Like me too. Like I don't plan on selling my XEN. That's why I was trying to figure out, how do I not turn this into XN? And then I was like, oh, I could just stake it to a read-only node, and then that's where I get my XN from for the time being, until I can make a full, you know, strong node that can actually be chosen by the AI to, you know, get a block in there. And that's in the future. Hopefully by 25, I'm set and I'm ready to go. I have some cool ass ideas for the node, like node in general. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. That's going to be next year though. But in this time right now, you should be mining XNM because it's the scarcest product in the Zen world. The most scarce, and it's the security layer token for X1 chain. No Cocoa Puffs. Zen on a Solana about to make X1 go parabolic. Yo, I hope Solana people kick back. I need them to chill the fuck out. I sold my bitmaps at $213, rolled it over to XENblocks, then the runestones. I'm Coco for XENblocks. Can you claim your vanilla Zen stake somewhere other than the Zen network? Yeah. It would have to be on, like the homie said, the Explorer. I ran 2 instances, one RX 4090, 2 RX. Man, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what's up, because there has to be something that's not connected. Something must not be connected, Dioshlan, because it should just work. Right? It should just work. It should look like this. You should see your hash power, how many blocks you've created. So this is the one I started in the beginning of the stream. Damn, difficulty's going up again. It's because I'm talking about it. See, I need to shut the fuck up, dude. I'm such a signal. It's like, yo, is bro talking about XENblocks? Let me go get some motherfucking instances, and then it goes up. We was at 98 for a second, though. Let's look at my my count. Yeah, see, this is cool. What else is kind of crazy too, though, is you can see like the differences between like what your power rate is, or your hash rate and stuff, and that's really cool. And then just how many blocks you're creating. Usually, I mean, I wish, yo, Tree, if you're watching this, you should make the XNM though, real. Like, I get it's like in block form, but it'd be cooler if it was with the extra 0, because then I would know it's got the extra 0. Like this right here is actually 5,680 block Xenium, because it's times 10. But yeah, since I started the stream, oh, that'd be cool too if there's a timestamp, so that if I'm scrolling up, I can see when I did the original one, just to see how much I'm hashing an hour or something. Shout out to Tree City West, bro. Go use his Explorer, man. That shit is cool. Solid idea, bro. Lando. I use my I want to use my XN to launch a project, an art piece inscription on XENblocks. Dude, that's the same. I'm on the same hype as you, bro. Like one of the reasons why I'm going so hard in XENblocks is because if this is really gonna be the security layer token, then technically this is what you're gonna want to own in order to start projects, because you're gonna have the most versatile gas coin for XN, right? Like similar to me selling Zen into ETH to use the chain, I will be selling XNM into XN to use the chain. So if you're a giant bag holder of XNM, then technically you kind of control X1 chain, because you can make more XN than the populace there. Yes, sir. And that's why, again, I think it's important to mine XENblocks. I keep saying it's the most scarce coin. Like, it's going to double in price in September. There's no price right now, but I'm just saying, like, whatever we think the price is, once that happens in September, it's going to be ×2. There ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. I'm trying Smith's miner on Vast right now. I can't figure out how to open port site to see. Oh, okay. Which to open the port site, what you do, so you go to the instances, and then you click here, open port. I hold control on my keyboard, and then I click, and then that brings up this here. I think you can click it as well. You could just click it, and then right click, go to, and then that's gonna bring up the web UI where you should be able to see everything. Just like that. That's why Diosh, like, I don't know what the hell is happening to your shit, bro. They jacking you, bro. It has to be a jack. Yeah, right. I'm looking for something easier, aka UI, but I'm being lazy. Yeah, nah, it's lazy is part of being in crypto. You learn everything, and then you need inspiration to like apply your education. That's why I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. X1's gonna be great for the industry. The industry wants X1 right now, and they don't even know it. Let's see what this guy had to say. Mainnet launch recently developed, started years ago. Next level blockchain isn't done in 2 weeks. Neither is X1, but I feel you. I just don't care anymore for other networks. Also, the name needs to be really good. This one's hard to say. Sato? Like, you think somebody's really gonna be running through some village saying, I got some Sato coins? You know what I'm saying? Like, Zen has a perfect ring to it. XEN. 2 syllables. XEN. XEN. Yo, what up, Caleb? Yo, what up? What up, kid? Kid in the house. My web UI won't open. Oh, that means that, so Aaron, that instant is broken. If you go to look at your instance and you click on it and then it doesn't open, like just like this, like if it doesn't give you this exact same action, that shit is broken. So you're gonna have to throw it away. Yeah, and like I was saying before, if you put a wrench on it, it should show up orange on your VAS, so you know, like, oh, I that one's broken. Gotta watch out for that one. That one's broken. Yeah, I saw some broke ones. There's some broke ones out there. Yo, bro, you're still rocking with Zen? What's new in the ecosystem? I deleted my X account and I don't know what's going on. I'm just holding 20 billion Zen coins. Yo, what's up, Wavy? Everything. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, bro. Long time. Hey, I mean, like, yo, so actually, Wavy, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, don't sell your coins, bro. There's a lot of buyers down here. But if you've been wondering what you should do, you probably should sell your coins. Zen's 100% in supply shock, and if you got 20 billion, that means that you're actually holding the ship up. We're waiting for someone with your amount of coins to actually send us to all-time lows. But unless someone were to show up to the DEX with like 100 billion to really offset everything, it's pretty solid right now. This is like a triple, or this is the real bottom. Like, this would be your real double bottom, because these ones were wicks. So we have one here and one here. So this is looking delicious. Please work me through it a little more time after link. Yeah, wait, are you clicking the link though? The link I sent you before? But yeah, so like, I keep looking at Zen, and that's what this whole stream was about. Really, it was just about supply shock, and how the only people left to sell are people who've been mining it, getting it the cheapest, and they want to come and dump it. But if they don't dump it, the more people buy it, the more likely it's getting ready to take off. And I still think Jack and them want this shit to explode before X1 chain. It's almost like if y'all blew up Zen, I bet X1 will come faster. But because Zen keeps consolidating, it opens up, it keeps the window open for people to get opportunity to get in, if that makes any sense. That's why I'm not stressing, because I'm like, oh, people who haven't found Zen get to come and find it, because it's still low. Like, even for me, I'm mining it, and I could sell it for profit, but that's kind of dumb. Like, why would I do that? It's going to be halved in a year, by a lot. So why would I sell it? And again, more people are like me. They're not trying to sell their Zen. So new people can come and find it, because those that are willing to sell it are giving them a discount. I'm not going to give it to them. you know, I'm not even going to buy it right now either, because I want to see how low of a discount are they going to give these people. Like, how low y'all going to give them these discounts? Because I wouldn't mind grabbing some Zen at 7 zeros. I've been saying that. This was the 99% from right here. I don't even know what it is now here. Actually, let's measure this out, because it might have changed a lot because of how long we've been maxing. Oh, so that's still 70%. And then that's 81%. Yeah, 81% discount on Zen right now is insane. Like, that is insane. And I'm definitely not gambling my Zen away to see if it's going to happen. But if you want to, do your thing. No shots get below support. I use Bruh's doc on his YouTube description since the beginning. Yeah, the doc on the YouTube is like perfect. I also put Woody's doc there too. What's up with the 333 auctions? X1 chain. Any new ideas? 7 Gwei and people don't mint. Are we hitting the bottom? Yeah, dude. Yeah, you hit it right on the head, man. Like, to be honest, we are in a standoff. And right now is also proving that still users don't know how Zen works. So it's beneficial for everyone that's been here. I minted at 7 Gwei. There's a lot of people who didn't. They actually don't understand it, but there's a lot of people who want to buy. But again, this is why I'm saying buying is a good idea, but if people keep selling, you're going to wish you minted, because it would have held more value than your Zen tanking in price because they keep selling, right? It's like buying should really be at what is a bottom. And for those that hold Zen, this is a good position for us, because that means we can continue to sell the price down. But I'm not part of that gang. Like, I'm hodling, you know. I don't want to lose my, 5 billions in right now. Like, I didn't have to pay for that shit. So I ain't trying to fumble it again. But I'll watch from the sidelines and I'll scoop whatever the lows are to help push the price up. Because I know if it drops 81%, there's no way people aren't buying that wick. There's no way that wick doesn't look disgusting. Oh, yeah. I have a long 2 on Zen. I don't think Zen should be above 5 zeros until August. So, yeah, it would make sense for some people to maybe try to sell right now. But again, on my prediction for Bitcoin, I was extremely blown out by the market. So these are like my tiny ones. Like May 27th, got my eye on that for X1 chain, hopefully. And then going into July, August is where I expect us to be in this region of 5 zeros. That's like conservative. The reason why I'm playing a conservative role in Zen is because it's hard for people to understand. So if people keep showing, like, it's just really, really hard. Like right now, it's like 7 Gwei motherfuckers still don't know how to use this shit. How do you use Zen? So I'm like, oh man, the humans aren't really still ready for what Zen is gonna bring. So we have time as this real devoted Zenian. I'm like, oh, I'm not losing any time. So I just need to watch the chart and work on keeping capital and dust to buy the lows if people want to sell. But if not, and it cracks off, I do not want to not have any Zen. So that's why, again, I'd rather just hold and let it bleed. But yeah, I feel like X1 chain is so close and people don't even know it. And we're just waiting for the, for the boss to be like, yo, it's going to happen, for the regulars. I don't know. I'm like, yo, it's happening. All the people that are regular are like, nah, I don't have it till Jack says it happens. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm always getting the shit into the stick. This is a public blockchain. This is my shit too. I'm just kidding. I think we haven't seen the bottom yet. The second wave of Zenian mints coming out. But see, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's on a different mint schedule. I would actually say gas goes up next month and everybody can't mint. Like, I think a lot of people are not going to be able to mint next month. Because like, oh yeah, here's another way to think of this. We are at the bottom of gas right now. So if you didn't have a mint landing right now, you're fucking done. This is it. This is the bottom. We're on a Ferris wheel. When you get to the very bottom and then that shit start going the other way, that's gas. It has one cycle every quarter that goes bottom, and then it goes boop, 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 and it's out of here. So why do you think we're at the bottom? Because everyone's not focused on Ethereum. They all left. All of the, hedge funds are trying to figure out their next plays. No one's on the chain. They all dumped and left already. Everybody that was going to dump, they dumped and left, dude. And now just a little bit of activity makes the gas jump up crazy. We just saw that right now. Gas was at 45 in the beginning of the stream. So here, let's refresh this so it'll show it. Oh, I guess it's not showing it too hot. Sunday, April. What the hell? This thing is all weird. Today is Tuesday. What the fuck? Hey, where the fuck is it Sunday at? Why the hell does this shit say Sunday? My mind is fucked up. But yeah, you see Gwei is unstable because the miners or the users on ETH are not there anymore. Like, we are OGs now. Like, we know how to use it, and the younger crowd is on Solana or they're on a layer 2. Like, they're not on the mainframe, and this is why they wanted the whole EIP 4844 was some bridge people over there. So now we know they're over there because look how low the gas is. But now we know that ETH still is unstable because if one thing happens, like a dump, everybody rushes to Ethereum and they don't give a fuck. Gwei goes up to 200. Like, we saw that this past weekend as well. And that right there lets you know that these gas prices are the lowest of the quarter. If you're not doing things on chain, like if you're not moving around, what was I saying a couple of streams ago? If you're not planning a vacation on chain right now, you deserve to get burned if gas is high because you knew it was going to happen. Like, you just try to act like it wasn't. That's why I was like, when I saw 6.8 last night, I was like, I have to mint Zen because this is the moment. Like, you make the lowest Gwei at $18 per, I was like $16 for 2 VMUs. So I was making 2 VMUs, and then like also because I want to protect myself. I don't want to do a max mint. It's not about max minting and getting the most Zen. It's just about minting Zen to sell it if you want to, or minting Zen to burn it. That's another strategy, which has worked to my advantage. My strategy worked more than Jack Levin's. Jack Levin told me to go max mint. And I was like, all right, maybe for all of the supply. I was like, but I just want to dip my toes in Zen. Like, I don't want to go hard. So I did a bunch of 2 VMUs. And I haven't missed any of them. Right? And the 2 VMUs gave me enough gas to sell and get this 50 VMU. And then now that's why it's like, oh, shit. Once I was able to actually get ahead with my Zen versus ETH gas, and then gas was low, I've been winning on all my Zen mints because since they are still in profit, I forever have Zen to sell to ETH to mint the next 100 million. So, and it's always less. It's always going to be like yesterday, I think it was like 40 million Zen, and I got 150 million Zen. So I came back with 110. It's like Xenon. I'm basically doing a gasless transaction, but not in one swing. I'm just breaking it up, and it's going to be the same thing going down and down. And now what I'm averaging right now, trying to see, because I have this one in 2 days, the 768 million 25 VMU coming out, which is probably going to cost like, yeah, this one was like $40. So this one will probably be around 50 at 10, 11 Gwei. If it stays here, 10, 11 should be around $50 for this one. So I'll just sell some Zen and then mint it. And I feel like this is the future. This is what you've been waiting for. This is it. And I don't think people realize how hard it's going to be to mint next month. Because if all it takes is again, Ethereum ETF to be approved, or everyone that changed their tune after the halvening this weekend, and gas goes back up, it's soaring, and then now you didn't even mint Zen at 6 Gwei. That's how out the loop you are. You just even missed minting Zen at 6 Gwei to try it again next year to see if you can do it right. Now you're like stuck in that hyper loop of like, I'm always off the calendar. Somebody taught me this because they told me that they planned their mints so that they would know when I started minting. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know we were playing this game. Like, I didn't know that was a game. I didn't even think of like that. I was just minting. So minting does make sense if you do it in the right months. But minting Zen does not make sense in certain months. Like, if you're minting Zen probably back in like August and July, like, I hope to God you get your Zen. That's when most of the new Zen comes out. And this is when I think we're going to see a restriction on Zen. And again, it will benefit you to be like, oh, I've been minting Zen. I'm going to have Zen mints coming out. See, I don't even have that many Zen mints coming out. Damn, 1. June. Oh, I'm dry in June. Yeah, I get really dry in ETH Zen as the year goes. Again, I feel like you don't need to worry. Like, all you need to do is mint your bag and then hodl. Learn the art of hodling. So then you don't need to mint a ton of Zen anymore. That was in the beginning when it was hyperinflating. You max mint. But the real strategy is to mint in your means. So then you can afford the Zen. And honestly, the world can't afford Zen. So Zen is going to always be higher. Like, the world can't afford Ethereum. Ethereum's going straight into the piggy bank. Like, we're going to be buying ETH in chunks of 20s. I'm telling you. You sell Zen to mint or you use Xenon? I sell my Zen because Xenon never works for me. So I just sell it. I just figure it out. I do the math. And then I sell it. So I'll just be like, oh, I need the mint costs like, or like, what is it? Here's like, when, like, I wish I had a smart contract to do it, but whatever, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. I know Roz and them are trying to figure it out. It just hasn't worked for me. But like, for instance, like these ones were super easy because it was like, oh, to mint it is $47, but I just need $7 in gas. So then I just go to Dex Screener and type in $9 and be like, okay, I just need 29 million worth of Zen, and I'll just sell it, get the $9 worth of Ethereum, and then this is why I'm saying claiming is always going to be cheaper because it's one action. It's not like I'm claiming and then paying someone to do it for me. I'm doing it myself. The problem with buying Zen is you have to pay a service fee to Uniswap through the liquidity pool that is built into the fee overall. And that's why it's expensive to swap. And that's why, again, I'm like, yo, I'm cool off of the whole buy right now because mining is going to be the cheapest way for me to get it. Like, a lot of people are selling Zen to buy it again. And now they're selling. They have to you see what I'm saying? You have to oversell your Zen to buy it if you mine it, because you're going to have to pay the fees again from Ethereum. And that's not the way. That ain't the way. Hey, damn, $45 for 1 billion. Jesus. Take that ETH to continue the circle. Jerk. Lols. Please buy from the LP, says Dank. Hey, no, man, that's coming 2024, 2020, or 25. What could be the problem? My interconnection. I use a worldwide GPU, one that works with your address. What could be the problem? Do you like what trees say? What I would say is, I don't know what your problem is, because in my opinion, there's a process being broken. One issue I saw with this particular template was that if you don't see these extra filters for the CLI fat format, there is one template running around that doesn't have these, and then it can't read all of the GPUs. So that would be where I think you could be running into a problem. It's on the editor. Maybe you don't have these settings and you need to cancel out on that template and then revisit this. Like, visit this link. I'm gonna keep sharing it, and you can keep clicking it, and then visit this link, and then start trying to mine again. Right, and then when you click the link, just hit edit, put your address, and then save, and then just start renting. It should work. It should work. If you can't get my max mint Apex, I'm crying. I'll be crying. There's 3 billion in it. See, what I would say, Mr. Drums, is this is actually just a power play. If you're scared that the gas might go up, like me, like I'm nervous gas is gonna go up next month, I would say then you might want to try to sell it on Blur. Advance it now to someone else that thinks they're gonna be able to pay the gas. That's what the market comes in, like the secondhand XenFT market. Use the secondhand XenFT market to tell everybody, yo, I'm good, Because if you price it right here, somebody will buy it. Looks like someone's buying right now. 0.1 Zenterions off Blur right now. 0.01 Zenterion. Zen Maxi. Wow, they got these for free. Wow, they got these for free. Check it out. They bought 3 of them for 0.3. That was $91. Wow, what the fuck? Who's tripping over here? Hold on. Cause that is the wave. And this is what I'm trying to say, Mr. Drums. You could use this website to advance the ETH if you need to get up out of there quick. Oh man, you also got to be careful too. Sometimes people lose their wallets, and then the XeNFTs show up over here. But yeah, this wallet right here, they totally made out. They cleaned up shop. I wonder when this ends. Oh, March 15th. Curious. No, I'm really curious. I don't know. Whatever. There's more stuff you can do to check this out. But yeah, the fact somebody transferred it, they didn't claim it. So March 15th, that means that unless someone bought this and they didn't know that it was 15 days old. Unless they bought it and the Zen inside of the 3 were worth more than $91, it could be that too. But you still got to claim it. And the problem with this is that when you claim a 128, even though it's expired, you have to pay per VMU. So you still end up spending $2,000, $3,000. So RIP to this person if they don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. Because yeah, that is an expired XenFT. So it's for show and penalties. For show. All the Zen is gone. Damn. Man, I feel bad for that person. I need to shut it down. And on that note, we're going to shut it down, man. We've been here for like 2 hours. I guess it's time for that afternoon gym run. But yo, shout out to everybody that pulled up to the stream today. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe if this is your first time here. If you're on Twitch, I ain't even looking at that shit. I'm just moving on Twitch right now because I'm going to start DJing on Twitch. I'm going to start a DJ stream on Twitch. And it's going to be on YouTube. But I know YouTube's going to flag the shit out of it. So trying to merge into the entertainment on the Twitch side, but stay with the crypto grind on the YouTube. As well, if you want to go to the Twitch right now. Oh, shit, it's just all gassed up. Let me hold on. I think I have too many tabs open. But if you want to go to the Twitch when I'm streaming, it's not going to have ads. So that's the difference between YouTube and Twitch. YouTube will have ads and Twitch won't. So you'll be able to be ad free. I think you'll be able to be ad free. I don't have no clout over there, so there should be zero ads. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk. Bruh, it didn't work. Yo, Dioshan, hit me. Let's shoot me some screenshots on Telegram. I'm gonna be on the CPU right now, so I'll try to help you over there for sure. Cause I'm wondering why it ain't working for you, bro. It should be easier than it seems. But until tomorrow, for the rest of the folks, peace.